It's truly all or nothing for Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons in 2024. They just went out there and made a major move. Well, they've been making major moves this entire offseason by signing Kirk Cousins. But this is breaking news. They just went out there and they just brought in Matthew Judon from the New England Patriots for a 2025 third round pick. This is a steal. He wanted to get a contract extension with the Patriots. They weren't going to go for it. So they trade him over to the Atlanta Falcons. He is the best pass rusher in this division right now. He's coming off a season where he tore his biceps, but just the season before, he had 14 and a half sacks with the Patriots, 15 and a half sacks, excuse me. And before that, in his first season with the Patriots, he had 12 and a half sacks. I do believe that he can come in. He's going to be a very good pass rusher for the Falcons because that's been the biggest question mark and the biggest concern with the Falcons this offseason. Who's going to be their pass rusher? They no longer have guys like Bud Dupree up front. Who are they going to go out there and get? They need to get a guy. When they went and selected Michael Penix Jr. in the first round, it was so many people saying, hey, they should have went in there and got a pass rusher instead. In my opinion, I thought that they were going to trade back up and try to get a guy like Laiatu Latu. Instead, they did not do that. You bring in a veteran like Matthew Judon, who was not a great pass rusher with the Ravens, but turned his career completely around with the Patriots, and he's going to fit the system of Raheem Morris like a glove. Raheem Morris is a very good defensive mind. He was a very good defensive coordinator with the Rams. This may be the most dangerous team in that division. You have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They've been the most consistent team in this division over the last few years. But when you look at the Falcons, they have everything that you would want. You have a guy in Kirk Cousins who is a solid quarterback. In the playoffs, it's a lot of concern there. But in the regular season, he's one of the better quarterbacks to have. You have Drake London, who is a top receiving target. Drake London found a way to get over 900 receiving yards with catching the football from guys like Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder. He's been very good. Kyle Pitts is still a question mark, but I believe that he could be a very good tight end. This is one of those situations that's make or break for him. He's a guy that you can put inside the slot, play outside the slot as well. He has to step up big. The lack of consistency from the quarterback position has hurt him the most. And Arthur Smith was a terrible offensive game planner with the Falcons. He was a solid offensive coordinator with the Titans, but he was a horrible head coach. They went 7-10 the last 3 seasons when he was the head coach. And you bring in a guy in Zach Robinson, who you expect for him to come in and call better plays as well. So you have Kyle Pitts, you have Drake London, and you have that run game with Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier just a year ago had 1,000 yards rushing. You bring in Bijan Robinson. He's a generational running back. He's phenomenal. We saw that this season. And they rarely use him in goal line situations, and especially in the red zone. So you have a good running back tandem as well. The offensive line is very solid from tackle to tackle. Jake Matthews is still holding things down. He's getting older, but he's not a bad tackle to have. You have Caleb at the right tackle position. He's very good. Chris Lindstrom is one of the best interior offensive linemen in the NFL at the right guard position. You also have wide receivers like Darnell Mooney, who can go out there and take the top off the defense. You worry about health with him. Now, Rondale Moore's going to miss all of this upcoming season. He's going to miss every single game because he got injured in a practice. But if Darnell Mooney can stay healthy and he can play alongside Drake London and Kyle Pitts, that's going to be phenomenal. You could say, how will Kirk Cousins look off of Achilles injury? He was never a mobile quarterback to begin with. So from him inside the pocket, all he has to do is deliver the football to guys like Drake London and deliver the football to Kyle Pitts. That's all he has to do, and just take care of the football. And before he tore his Achilles with the Minnesota Vikings, he led the league in passing touchdowns. So the offense should be better. It's already better on paper. And if he's not able to get things going, you have Michael Penix Jr. who can step in. And he can be a very good quarterback. Long term, he will be a franchise quarterback with the Falcons, by the way. But with them going out there and getting Matthew Judon, now it answers all those questions. All the naysayers really have nothing to say now. You have a guy that can go out there and he can go and get after the quarterback. This was one of the worst pass rushing situations in this division. And you bring in a star pass rusher now and Matthew Judon, who has been consistent. At his worst, he may give you 8 to 9 sacks on the season. That's going to get it done. Because you look at this division, you have quarterbacks like Bryce Young, who is still young, still developing. He didn't do well with pressure in his rookie season. He was one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the NFL, next to Sam Howell. You look at Derek Carr, the offensive line was not in the best spot with the Saints, and they're still dealing with offensive line problems. Ryan Ramczyk is going to miss all of this upcoming season as well because he's still dealing with a knee injury. You have to get pressure on him with those weapons, with Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave. So this is one of the best situations to be in. You also have Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You better put pressure on him because he has Mike Evans to throw the football to, and Chris Godwin, and Cade Otton at the tight end position. And now you have other guys in that secondary that could put in work. With Jesse Bates, he was the best safety in the NFL last season. Easily the most productive safety. He was pretty much the Falcons secondary. Him and A.J. Terrell, they did their thing. And A.J. Terrell is a very good cornerback to have. Now you have Arnold, who can go out there and he's going to benefit a lot off of playing alongside Matthew Judon. You have Zach Harrison, who can develop into being a very good player with them long term. David Onyemata was a solid defensive tackle. Now you have Grady Jarrett coming back from that ACL injury. It's questions about how he's going to look. But before he went down, he was a top pass rushing option, and he can go out there and stop the run. Caden Ellis is a solid linebacker to have as well. He had 4 sacks, 82 solo tackles. So the pass rush is still in question about who's going to be their number 2, but easily who's going to be their number 1 is Matthew Judon. A biceps injury is not that big of a deal. He did miss majority of the season dealing with that injury, but before he did, he was a star pass rusher in the AFC. This is one of the weaker divisions in the NFL, and the Falcons have everything that you would want to go out there and win this division. Their toughest competition would be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Baker Mayfield, they have a brand new offensive coordinator in Liam Cohen. We're going to see how things figure out there. I believe that the Carolina Panthers are still rebuilding. I think they're a ways away. Then you look at the Saints and what they're going through right now with a brand new offensive coordinator as well. So it's a brand new coaching staff for the Falcons, but you bring in something that you haven't had in a very long time. Well, 2 things. A quarterback that can go out there and be consistent from week to week, and a star pass rusher. They haven't had a consistent pass rusher since Vic Beasley. But let me know in the comment section below, how do you guys feel about the Atlanta Falcons? And are they making the right move right now by going out there and bringing in a guy like Matthew Judon? And are they the favorites to go out there and win this division? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, I want each and every last one of you guys stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. God bless. Peace.